All right, guys, number 6. So number 6 is probably the hardest one on here just because it kind of mixes a sort of prior knowledge concept into question number 6, but you can still answer the question without knowing that concept. So let's go through number 6. It says, the dissolving of a polyol in water requires energy. So you need energy to dissolve a compound, all right? Based on table 1, the dissolving of which polyol over the 6-second period required the most energy? Okay, so let's look at our answer choices. And remember one thing that's really important, the answer choices, like if you're ever confused on a question, you don't know where to look, you don't understand the explanation for something, a lot of times the answer choices can help guide you. So we want to do, these types of questions with process of elimination. All science questions you want to really do with process of elimination. So let's see what we can eliminate. Well, we know that each of these answer choices are talking about either xylitol or isomalt, right? And they're all talking about the temperature change. So let's see what the temperature changes were for isomalt and xylitol. From xylitol, you went from 37 to 24. So that's a huge temperature change. For isomalt, you went from 37 to 34. So that is a very small temperature change. So let's go to our answer choices. What can we eliminate right away? We can eliminate J and we can eliminate F, because F says xylitol had the least temperature change and H says isomalt had the greatest temperature change. These are opposite, right? Isomalt actually had the least and xylitol actually had the greatest temperature change. So I'm going to eliminate F and J right away. Now we are between answer choices G and H. Is which one's going to require more energy? Is the one that's going to have a greater temperature change require more energy, or is the one that's going to have a less temperature change require more energy? Well, the obvious answer is the greater the temperature change, the greater energy required. Again, the question's asking you which one required the most energy. What you need to know, like the most basic concept that you need to know about energy and temperature, is that energy and temperature are related. If you have more temperature change, that requires more energy. If you have less temperature change, that requires less energy. All right, and that's really all you need to know for this question. And that's why your answer is G. Xylitol had the greatest temperature change, so it requires the most energy. And if you think about it logically, right, like if you are like losing a lot of energy, right, if you're releasing energy from your body, right, you're going to be lowering your temperature, because energy is related to heat. Heat is related to energy. Energy is related to temperature. That's like the main concept that you kind of need to know about this. There is a formula that you might have learned if you took like chemistry, which is delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. So this is free energy. This is heat, or change in enthalpy, and then T is temperature. So this formula just shows you that energy, heat, and temperature are all related. You don't need to know this formula for the ACT, but it's just for me to show you the concept here. So again, my main take-home point, more energy, more temperature change. Less energy, less temperature change. And here it's asking you which one required the most energy. So your answer is G, because it had the greatest temperature change. And that's how you do question number 6.